Walk and talk 30. The financial centre. It's funny, I knew years and years and years ago, well, not so many I wouldn't say, maybe 10 years ago, maybe 9 years ago, I went out to Singapore to see a family member, and I looked at Singapore and I realised this is how you tell that an empire is about to be intentionally collapsed and a new empire sprung up. Now, Singapore is an interesting one because they started building that in the 1970s and 80s, and it's an island, and so they knew where they were going to pit their new financial capital of the world, and that is Singapore today. And when I went out there to look at Singapore, I was amazed by how much it had progressed, if you want to call it progress. I realised when I saw Singapore that, oh wow, they've already set up their new financial capital in place of their new empire, and that's how I knew that they were going to sink. 100% knew that they were going to sink the West. It was a confirmation, and rise the new empire in the Far East. Singapore made Canary Wharf in London look like a tramp's piss den. That's what it made it look like in comparison. And it's funny how the financial capital of their old empire, the West, was in the UK, again an island, and Singapore is an island, and that's the new financial capital. So they're quite selective about where they put their money, where they keep the heart of their financial system. And the financial system is probably the central key element of the sorcerer's control over humanity. I just found it very interesting and an actual confirmation. So if there's anybody out there who thinks for a second that the collapse of the West wasn't planned or intentional, then you only need to look at the new financial capital of Singapore. And when they started building it over 50 years ago. So they would have had their new financial capital planned many years before then. Like I say, these people are intergenerational revolutionaries, and they use time. They make their plans hundreds of years in advance, and that's one key factor as to why people never clock on. There's my beauties. They want me to respond to. Woo! 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 Beep! Woo! Beautiful they are. So yeah, that's just another quick one on one major telling sign that the sorcerers planned the collapse of the West and the rise of the East many years ago, and what we're experiencing now is the collapse of the West, and on purpose. It's going to be interesting times. The West has already been collapsing on a service-based economy. I gave all of their business and manufacturing knowledge to China. Why do you think that handshake happened? Oh dear. Yeah, they've been setting up the collapse right in front of us, and some of us noticed and some of us didn't. Again, another short one. Me and Bruce are going to have to pick up the pace if we're going to catch our first ride into town. Oh, Roski. Oh, Roski, oh. Hello, Mr. Rowe. Be blessed, everyone.